Okay, so I've put down some paper towels on my surface. Better safe than sorry. You never know what's going to happen when you start a project like this. But I've opened up my can opener here. As you can see, quite rusty. My plan is to spray some Fin Super onto the gears and the surrounding area and just kind of let it sit for a few minutes, at which point we will wipe it off with a paper towel and see what it's done in terms of breaking down some of that rust. So I'm just going to remove the cap on the Fin Super and give it a good shake. Sorry for the shaky camera work there, but as you can see, we've got some serious business going on. So we're just gonna give it a generous spray on both of those gears and just all around it, kind of get right in the crevices. And I just wanna let that sit for a minute and work its magic. And see what it does. And I will note, just upon first spray with the Fin Super, it doesn't have too strong of a smell. I was expecting something a little more of a chemical smell, but it's really quite light. I am indoors, just in my dining room area. There's no windows open, not in this room anyway. And I'm quite sensitive to chemical smells, but this really isn't too bad so far. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens with the old rusty gears. Hi guys. So the can opener has been sitting, soaking in the Fin Super for about 15 minutes, I would say. And I'm impatient, guys. I'm gonna wipe it off and see what it's done. I can tell, there's some real caked on stuff there. So I can tell it's probably gonna need another spray, but like I said, I'm anxious to see what it's done. So I will try to do this with one hand. I may end up putting the camera down, but okay, so you can already see, I'm curious about this one little spot of rust here. Okay, I need to put the camera. So I can tell just by looking. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You may not have anything to compare it to, but I can see that there's like a layer of film on the can opener that is, I'm assuming, going to dry down. The instructions say we're supposed to spray it, wipe it off, and then allow it to dry. So that's what I'm doing right now. But what I can say, let's see, can I manage to hold both at the same time? Probably not. But what I can say is that these are turning like butter, whereas before they were kind of clunky. I wish I had have shown you before. Hindsight is 20/20. But it's working like a charm. So you guys know me. You guys know me if you follow my blog, the Idea Manual. You know that I am all about frugality, saving a buck, making your money go further, and maintaining things rather than having to replace them. So this is like right up my alley. It's worth noting that I really like how the Fin Super dried down on the can opener. I don't know if you can tell just from my camera, but there's really no residue like whatsoever. It started out wet. I wiped it off with a paper towel, and there looked to be like a slight film for a few minutes until it dried down. But now that it's dried down, there's really nothing on there at all. But I can tell from what I've read online, I know that there is a layer of protection that has been applied to my can opener. So, and I'm just kind of loving turning the crank. Like, how can I do this? Well, there we go. Doesn't even make any noise, guys.